I never thought betrayal could hit me this hard. For over a year, I was living under the illusion that my marriage was strong and that my best friend was someone I could trust with my life. Everything changed the night I stumbled across messages on my wife's phone. Her laughter, the way she called him my love, and the details of their secret meetings, it all shattered me in an instant. My wife wasn't just unfaithful, she had chosen my best friend as her partner in betrayal. At first, I was numb. I couldn't confront her right away because the pain was too sharp and the anger too blinding. Instead, I started collecting proof. Screenshots, call logs, even the hotel reservations they made. Every new piece of evidence cut deeper into me, but I knew I needed it all. My wife and best friend had betrayed me, but I wasn't going to act recklessly. I wanted my revenge to be precise, unforgettable, and final. I started acting normal around her, even more affectionate than usual. She thought I was blind to her secrets. Whenever she sneaked out to shop or to meet a client, I smiled and let her go. My best friend would still come around sometimes, and I had to act like nothing was wrong. Inside, though, I was boiling. They thought they were clever, but little did they know I was building the perfect plan to destroy both of them at once. Over the next few weeks, I carefully plotted everything. My wife had been talking about wanting a big anniversary party to celebrate our marriage. I pretended to be enthusiastic, offering to handle the arrangements. In reality, I had something far more sinister in mind. I invited family, friends, and colleagues, everyone who mattered in our social circle. I also made sure my best friend would be there. This was going to be the night where masks came off. The night of the party, everything looked perfect. My wife was glowing, thinking this was a celebration of our love. She held my hand, kissed me, and posed for pictures, all while hiding the affair she thought was still her secret. I let her enjoy the illusion for as long as I could. When everyone was gathered, I stood up to give a speech. People expected the usual anniversary words. What they got was the unveiling of betrayal. With a calm voice, I spoke about trust, love, and loyalty. Then I projected the screenshots on the screen behind me, the texts between my wife and my so-called best friend. The room went silent. Gasps echoed around as her flirtatious messages appeared one after another. My wife froze, her smile collapsing instantly. My best friend turned pale, unable to look anyone in the eye. She tried to stop me, whispering my name, begging me to stop the humiliation. But I didn't. I let every guest see the truth. Then, with the final blow, I revealed copies of the hotel receipts with both their names. I announced to everyone that this was the end of my marriage and my friendship. I wasn't going to suffer in silence while they lived in lies. The party ended in chaos. My wife was in tears, begging for forgiveness, claiming it was a mistake. My best friend left in shame, his reputation ruined. Families and friends who had admired them were disgusted. The very people they thought would never know their secret now looked at them with contempt. My revenge was complete, but I wasn't finished yet. In the days that followed, I filed for divorce. I made sure to include all the evidence so she couldn't fight me in court. As for my best friend, I exposed him to his own fiancée, who left him immediately. He lost her, his respect, and his standing in our circle. The two of them, once so confident in their deception, were now isolated and broken. Strangely, after the storm passed, I felt lighter. The pain of betrayal didn't vanish overnight, but seeing them stripped of their power over me gave me strength. I didn't need a wife who could lie so easily or a friend who could stab me in the back. I realized my revenge wasn't just about punishing them, it was about freeing myself. People kept asking me if I regretted the public exposure. I told them no. They didn't just betray me privately, they built their affair on lies and mocked my trust. The least I could do was make sure their masks fell in front of everyone. They had taken a year of my life, but I made sure the rest of theirs would carry the weight of what they did. My wife eventually moved out, leaving behind the home we built. She tried to reach out afterward, sending long messages about how she made a mistake and how she still loved me. I ignored them all. I wasn't her safe option anymore, and I refused to be. My best friend never dared to contact me again. His silence was the only apology I would ever accept. With time, I healed. I learned to trust myself again, to rebuild without the weight of betrayal holding me down. I don't know if karma exists, But I do know that choices have consequences. My wife and best friend made theirs, and I made mine. My revenge didn't just change everything for them, it gave me back my life. And now, when I look back, I don't see myself as the man who was cheated on. I see myself as the man who refused to be broken by betrayal, who turned pain into strength, and who walked away with dignity while they drowned in the mess they created.